Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Anna, and today we're going to be doing a little part 2 to a video I did a while back about Drugstore 90s brown lips. I've got a whole little selection of new ones to show you guys that fall into that 90s brown category that are all affordable. So, or affordable-ish, well, that's kind of a relative term, but they're all drugstore. And I've got a whole little bag of them. So, let's dive into some lip swatches. So I'm going to start with NYX. I have one from them, and this is one of the fat lip oils, and this is in the shade Status Update, and this is going to give you a nice light glossy, low maintenance, easy peasy brown toned lip. Lovely formulation here. It's a little bit thick, but not bad. It has a nice like flavor going on. It reminds me of Bonnie Bell. You'll just get a nice hint of brown, very easy, low maintenance, not super deep, dark, vampy brown. Just a really nice kind of mid-tone, sheer formulation. Very comfortable and nourishing on the lips. I really like these. I like the formula of this. And yeah, this is the shade Status Update from the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip. Gross. I don't know, but that name is a little off-putting. Anyway. Really comfortable formula. Now NYX has a lot of brown lip options that I kind of have to just need to do a deep dive into all their lip ranges because there's just so much going on. On to Maybelline. These are from the Color Sensational range. Now, my previous video about brown lips, we talked about the Ultimates, I believe, were featured in it. So these are all from just the Color Sensational range, and we have a variety of finishes between creams and mattes, and some of these might be a little bit harder to get your hands on, but I'm going to link them below. So we're going to start with a shade called Nude Nuance, which is a matte formula. This is Nude Nuance. This is one of those really soft, nudie browns. It's going to be very easy to wear, very flattering, and it has a bit of rosiness in it, so it's not super duper brown. It's going to be a color that's going to be very easy to pull off and not be super high maintenance and in your face. It has a bit of a very muted quality to it. And this is the matte finish. I feel like it has a little bit like gray in there or something, like a coolness to it. But to me, it still feels like a 90s kind of brown lip. I find the matte formulas in this particular line are not my favorite. They're very slippery, like very slippery feeling on the lips. They feel good, like they're comfortable, but they're just a little bit, like sometimes they kind of want to migrate a little. They definitely benefit from a lip liner. But this is Nude Nuance, and you see it has just a little hint of coolness to it. And it's not like super flat matte either. It has a little bit of a sheen. But yeah, I think this one's a very kind of your lips but better almost brownie tone. It's just easy. Just easy. A little bit on the cooler side of things. I wonder if I can get through today's video without inhaling toilet paper fluff. Next up is 275 Crazy for Coffee. And this one is one of the cream formulas, and this one's a little deeper hair warmer than Nude Nuance, but also like a super easy color to wear. And the cream formulas from this range is where it's at to me. They are lovely. They have a nice rich texture. They're a little thick, but in a nice way, like a little bit of a satisfying way. They feel good on lips. They feel hydrating in a way. So here we are. This is Crazy for Coffee. You can see another super wearable, easy type of brown tone lip. Just such a nice formula. Really, that is kind of the standout formula. And if you're gonna go for matte, really from Maybelline, I recommend the Ultimates. These are. Next up we have 111 Double Shot. Now we're gonna be getting into the deep, rich, chocolatey colors. And this is also a cream formula. Now this one you're gonna want a lip liner with because she's pretty vampy. That is the messiest application. This is 111 double shot. We're super vampy. Super vampy, chocolatey. This has like a little hint of a maroon in there. A little bit of warmth. I love it. It looks like an edible color. It's so pretty. It really is. It is a little hard to keep up with because it is quite vampy and does tend to want to migrate a little bit. So yeah, lip liner 100% with that one. But it's so pretty. It's kind of worth the kerfuffle. Kind of dab it off. It makes such a pretty shade too. Like take your Kleenex and just, you know, I think it leaves a pretty stain behind. Now this one's going to be a little bit harder to get your hands on, and this one's also off the beaten path quite a bit. I meant to include this one in my Color Sensational lip swatching of a good selection of the range, the ones that I have, because I have quite a collection of them now. This was one that was hidden in the back of my drawer. I thought I had decluttered it, and apparently I had not. So I should have been featured in that video. So we're going to feature today because it does fall into the brown category. This is 970 Molten Bronze, and this is a metallic, and it is a very weird kind of color. It is like a burgundy brown with a green flip. Yeah, it's strange, but kind of pretty. I mean, if you're looking for something a little bit weird, a little off the beaten path, this is a fun color. And you can still get this. It's online. Again, this is going to benefit from that lip liner. It has a little bit of a patchiness to it. It's not the best formula, okay? But it's really cool looking and kind of just unique. With a brown lip liner, I think this could look really good. So this is what it looks like by itself. I'm going to swatch it with lip liner just to give it the best showcasing because it's just, I don't know. It's so weird, right? Isn't this the weirdest color? Very, I think, late 90s moving into the early 2000s type of color where things were getting a little bit kooky and experimental with makeup. Or, well, they were in the early 90s too, a little bit there. Think like, kind of moving into that futuristic look. Oh, kind of the Matrix vibes. That kind of weird gothiness that was a little bit moving into the cyber goth vibes. Or like, oh, I see, the kind of avant-garde makeup of the era. It makes me think of that In Vogue video where they're walking down the runway and they're all in like latex. Because things were, aside from grunge, there was also a bit of an avant-garde makeup happening as well in that era. Madonna, that kind of scene, the club kid scene. So I think pairing this with MAC Chestnut, which was, I'm pretty sure, a very popular lip liner at that era as well, it's gonna look really good with it. So what I'm gonna do is take some of this, free your mind, that In Vogue video. That's what I was trying to think of. But I'm thinking of like the 90s kind of drag scene, club kid scene, a color like that. Yeah. Because the makeup was very avant-garde and just fun and weird. I have a soft spot for that era. I follow an Instagram page I can't think of the name of, but they share a lot of the music videos and stuff from that time and from like the club scene, and like drag scene, and I just, makes me happy every time I see them. There we go. Now that, it needs that dark brown lip liner underneath and it can look so cool. Very kind of snake-like or something. But can you see that green shift in it? How weird. I love it. I just want to show you the shade more than anything because it's so cool. It's called Molten Bronze. I love that. It matches my shirt. Weird. And this has more of a purple undertone to it, like a purpley brown. Very strange color. Very strange color. I needed to show it to you. It's been hanging out in my makeup drawer for so long. I don't want to tell you how long. But I can never seem to part with it because it's so unique. All right, and another one that I know a lot of people love that is a little bit hard to get your hands on, that's from the Loaded Bold range when that came out, and then they moved this into just the matte range. This is Coffee Addiction. This is that warm reddish brown. I loved this one quite a bit. Again, it's going to benefit from a lip liner just because it's a very slippy formula. Milani has some nice brown lip liners. NYX does, as well as I think e.l.f. has some brown ones now. Milani, NYX, ColourPop. Yeah, so here is Coffee Addiction. Now that is a perfect chocolatey brown. Let's see how it looks next to Double Shot, just out of curiosity sake. I can't remember if I swatched them side by side. Double Shot has a little bit more kind of a purple in it, whereas Coffee Addiction has more of a yellow undertone. Blue undertone, yellow undertone. I inhale toilet paper fluff every time I'm doing these videos and choke myself. Alright, and that is all for Maybelline. Next up we have our favorite, Revlon. Revlon has got so many beautiful browns. So many. We're going to start first with Mink. This is a Revlon Super Lustrous. This is going to be the lightest. There we go. This is Mink. It truly is just a minky color. It's so pretty. Very easy to wear. This is going to be your lighter 90s lip brown. Very muted. And this is a cream finish. The Revlon formula is super nice. It is pigmented. It is thin, comfortable, but rich. Richly pigmented. But they're not heavy feeling on the lips. They don't feel quite as slippy as the Maybelline ones do, where it feels like they're going to migrate. But again, they're going to benefit from a lip liner just because they're a traditional lipstick formula. I usually don't go without lip liner. All right, next up we have Whiskey Business. This is also a cream formula. Again, another really wearable, easy type of brown shade. A little bit more peach in this one. Pretty. I love this color. This is one of those go-to, just can't think of what shade to wear. Whiskey Business. I'm going to swatch it next to Nude Nuance and Crazy for Coffees. I feel like they're a little similar. So we have Whiskey Business, Nude Nuance, and Crazy for Coffee. So yeah, they're different. They're different. Therefore, justified to have in one's collection. Next is Caramel Glacé. Did I say that right again? Or Glacé, right? I know, somebody told me how to say it the other day. Anywho, this is a pearl finish. I mean, come on. This is 90s. In the best way. I kind of love the pearl finishes from Revlon. They have a smoothness to them and just a kind of pretty glow. They don't look super metallic. So this is Caramel Glacé. All right, and next up is another pearl finish, and this is Coffee Bean, a classic shade. Super 90s. I don't find the frost finish or pearl finish to look dated. It's kind of cool. So this is Coffee Bean. Is there a theme with me and lipsticks? Does it say coffee in it? Rum? Raisin? Something like that? Wood? I'm gonna go for it. Last one, and the one I think is the most quintessential 90s drugstore lipstick, Iced Mocha. Again, a pearl finish. I mean, could we get more 90s on the lips? I don't think we could. This paired up with Chestnut lip liner. This is Iced Mocha. I think we should do a makeup look inspired by Iced Mocha. Yeah. That might be on the roster for next week. So that is my latest little roundup of some 90s inspired brown tone lipsticks. Let me know if there's any more color families you want to see some swatches of, and brands that you want to see kind of a selection of swatches from, like a collection within a brand, whatever. Let me know down below. Color Riche, the old school Color Riche from L'Oreal, those are coming, as well as I think I'm gonna do the tall skinny ones from them as well. And as far as color families go, the next one up is gonna be like a dusty rose, almost like Pillow Talk dupe shades. So let me know that down below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Stay safe. Bye now.